Kayla, just overall, what did it mean to you tonight? Obviously, a packed house with the N7 game. Just, how special the night was it?
I think it was great. Sorry, I feel like I'm coming down sick, but it was great for the Native American community. There was a lot of fans here tonight, and felt great to support all of our various tribes.
Jordan, you had a huge night, 21 points, 9 of 10 shooting. Just, what were you able to do, using your size in the post to get those easy looks?
Well, my size is definitely an advantage. Everything that came from my team was, I wouldn't touch the ball if it weren't for the guards on my other posts, so I was really grateful for them.
Yeah.
So just going forward, just using my size.
Working with Alyssa, too, I think, she had 5 assists. I think 4 of those had to have gone to you. What was she seeing out there, and, what was the chemistry like down the paint between you two?
I think it's finally clicking. It's really great to play with Alyssa because she does have such a great court sense. When she's not scoring, she's looking for other players, and when she has it open, we all know that we can trust her with the ball. So, it's great to have a teammate like that.
Tanisha, you had a lot of fans here, score 9 points, grab 5 rebounds tonight. Just, how special the night was it for you?
Just coming out here for N7 night, it's a really big thing because you're playing for who you are, just for yourself, your background, and, my town, and representing who I am. And that's one of the big things for N7, and I feel like the fans out here tonight were really supportive, and we're so thankful for them because without them, we wouldn't have this type of atmosphere and energy today that we did.
Yeah, going against at least one of your former teammates too, and some of the girls from Gallup. Just what's it like, just being back in an atmosphere where it's kind of 4 quarters basketball again?
It's more of a mentality where you have to stay disciplined, not losing focus because you're like, oh, I'm guarding this person. It's more of what am I going to do to lock down and play defense, and how am I going to help my team to make sure that we get good coverage and work together.
Kayla, it was obviously a frustrating shooting night for you, but you were able to make up for it in other areas. Just, what's it like for you just kind of adjusting to the new role this year?
It feels like a big responsibility, but it's super fun. I love creating for my teammates, and I feel like that's something the one gets to do a lot. If guards aren't able to get open on the wings, okay, well then I gotta attack the basket harder, create for my teammates to get open. And again, when my shots aren't falling, I could depend on my teammates. I have other great shooters on the team, and I would love to have 5 or more assists a game, so that's always fun.
Coach, that's the most packed I've seen the Wayland for a women's game this early in the year. Just, what was the atmosphere like, for you guys tonight with the, everything going on?
Yeah, we thought that would be the case, and it's just, I guess it's more of a testament and reward to, our players, and we've been able to be good for a little while, and we got great kids, and we've been talking about it. People are going to want to watch them, and I obviously the night and what it represented was brought fans and brought people together, and that's what this is all about.
Yeah. You guys only shot 27% in the first quarter. Do you think maybe with the environment and the hype videos, all this going on, maybe everybody was a little too jacked up there in the first quarter?
Yeah, maybe. We missed a lot of easy shots, and the momentum would have just snowballed right from the get-go if we would have hit those. And it's hard to say don't shoot them because they were good shots. They were wide open. It was just a matter of they weren't falling, and the percentages were gonna come back around. If we were sharing the ball, we were taking good shots. So we have a lot of players that are just too good of shooters to stay at that percentage with the kind of shots that we were taking. So it was going to come around.
Kayla, to force 29 turnovers, what was the team defensive effort like tonight?
It's great. Again, our defense gets our offense rolling. It's really fun to get them to force turnovers. It just picks up our energy, and it makes us play better on the offensive side of the floor. So it's really good for our team. It gets us going.
Jordan, you scored 10 points in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Did you guys talk about it at halftime? Getting you the ball more, or where did that come from?
A lot of those points came from just running. Like you just said, the turnovers were a huge factor for me scoring, and that's all comes from my team. Like Kayla looking for me, Sydney looking for me, all the other guards looking for me as I'm like getting out in front of the defense. So rim to rim is really where a lot of those came from, and that's something that we're focusing on this year as posts.
Sure. Coach, I know you guys were frustrated after the 2 losses over the weekend. Get the first win under your belt, turn around, one day off, and then, get another team in here. Just feel like you can take a deep breath a little bit now?
Yeah, I mean, there was no panic after, Saturday night. And that's what we talked about. Like, it was, our steps are going to come, but they're going to come really fast for this team. And what we did Saturday, I mean, we just needed a finish. It's not like we didn't play well. We led a good team on their home court for 95% of the game. We just didn't finish it. So there was a lot to take from it, and if it's a learning experience, it's a tough one to swallow. But as long as we came back and we start picking up some wins and getting momentum going for ourselves, I mean, that's. Our charge is going to be how good can we be, on Friday, and then go from there. And so we've got a lot of big things coming up, but the whole long season to go. So we weren't going to let opening weekend derail us on anything that we want to accomplish.